Tzu Chi Foundation has launched a new light group, allowing volunteers to do good deeds at any time. DaAi News feature story Where Does the Garbage Go? Wins the Sustainable and Constructive News Awards. 歡迎收睇DaAi Headlines， 我係 Ruby， 我哋一齊嚟睇下今日嘅內容。The Tzu Chi Foundation launched the official light group with new features to allow volunteers to do charitable works and recharge spirits at any time.
Tzu Chi's official line is officially launched with 6 major functions to keep track of Tzu Chi information at any time.
You can get Tzu Chi messages and also know what activities are happening online that you can join. The special thing is that we have a lot of live events online that can allow our soul to grow. Finally, there is a feature about donation, and we can see how Tzu Chi has made use of every donation that I made.
那你这个赖绑定对你有好处，就是说它里面有很多讯息，你马上都可以参加。
As long as the registration is completed, personalized services can be provided according to the individual.
我们是慈济的委员。
We are contributing members of Tzu Chi, and this is line and the personal session where we have very detailed information. Also, there are some ways of contacting teams in our community. I think this part is quite convenient.
那你如果，比如说你的邻居有需要。
The general public can also apply for relief subsidies and provide online donations through Tzu Chi's official Line app.
Because it's very convenient to donate online, you don't need to make physical payments. So for me, it's a very convenient official app.
The combination of charity and technology creates a cycle of benevolence and lasting love for the general public.
Tzu Chi Malaysia Chapter has recently held an online Jing Si Humanitarian Camp. This is the first time the volunteers from 9 different states gathered to gain enlightenment after the pandemic. More than 600 volunteers participated to go to their spiritual homeland in Hualien virtually.
各位亲爱的师兄师姐们，你们准备好了吗？我们要回家啦！
Distanced by the mountains and the sea, it doesn't stop Malaysian Tzu Chi volunteers from missing Dharma Master Zhen Yan. Through modern technology, they can now return to their spiritual homeland virtually.
Welcome home, Bodhisattvas. Let's first bow to the Buddha and Master Zhen Yan.
我们坐到飞机，坐火车，回到新。
When we were riding the airplane and train heading home to our spiritual homeland,
那一个 moment 啊，哈，哇，那个
I cried. I really want to head there in person to see the master.
The pandemic has made it that we haven't been able to visit Hualien in nearly 2 years. The grand scale of the camp this time has made it seem like we really went back to Hualien, our spiritual homeland.
The day of Jing Si Humanitarian Camp for Malaysia kicked off virtually for the first time, where over 600 participants from 9 different states all came together.
Master Chen Yan once described Jing Si Books and Cafe as the chain stores of love.
This online camp is not something the elderly are familiar with, but if they are determined to join, they find a way.
It's not that easy for me to join this camp. I didn't know how to go online. I had someone help me set it up.
The Jing Si Books and Cafe provided an easy meal so that participants didn't have to worry about what to make for food during the day's activity.
We dispatched the items to 2 volunteers' home and they packaged it up one by one. The last part was then to put into messenger envelopes for delivery.
The package was sent to each participant. Since over 600 people gathered online, the connection needed to go smoothly.
I just try to lean into my reaction ability. When something goes wrong, I need to solve the problem the shortest time possible.
The participants are filled with Dharma, while the behind-the-scenes crew are happy to assist in the production. This one-day intensive Tzu Chi camp is really one for the books.
The pandemic situation in Malaysia is still serious, as children are still taking online classes. The long-term effect of using electronics causes children to have myopia. The owner of an optical store collaborated with Tzu Chi to provide free eye checkup and glasses to impoverished students.
After an eye check, the child picks his favorite glasses. Yongjing Wei suffered from poor vision, and after wearing glasses, is he able to see more clearly.
今天拿到这副新的眼镜，你怎样？
很兴奋，有眼镜。
你这个戴着眼镜舒服吗？
舒服。
喜欢吗？是你自己选的吗？
是。
Because they use a phone for online classes, this causes astigmatism. It also causes myopia, so we must give them lenses that can prevent blue light and ultraviolet rays. This is better for them. If they don't wear glasses, their eye situation will become worse.
Because glasses are expensive, we cannot afford it. It's too pricey, and I am unable to get one for my child. I am thankful to Tzu Chi for helping my child get glasses. We are both very happy.
Affected by the pandemic, impoverished families cannot afford to buy glasses. Upon noticing their need, optical shop owner Tzu Chi wants to help them out. Doing this business, I felt heartbroken while seeing children suffer from high myopia, so I hope that our glasses can protect their sight.
The optical shop collaborated with Tzu Chi, providing discounts and free glasses to children studying in school. It's also free to get an eye check and pick a pair of glasses. This has really brought warmth to society.
Although the pandemic affected many shop owners' financial status, their love was never absent as they helped this family get through their tough moments.
In times of great disaster, going vegetarian is a must. Young girls Wu Pei-san and Jiang Yiwen actively call on everyone to go vegetarian and reduce plastics, loving the earth together. Let's meet them in today's Ray of Hope series. Hello, I'm Wu Pei-san.
Hello, I'm Jiang Yiwen.
Vegetarian diet not only makes me healthier and more caring.
My declaration of vegetarianism is to protect all sentient beings and save the earth.
At the same time, it can slow down global warming. Let's enjoy the beauty of vegetarianism together.
大家好，张医师好，还有营养师各位战友、同学们，大家好。
This time we use a very scientific way, which is also the most effective way to promote vegetarianism. Through the blood test before and after 21 days of going vegetarian, everyone can see the changes in their health values so as to strengthen their confidence in becoming a vegetarian.
Some people may not be like me. My health is displayed in my weight, while some may display on their 3 high indexes. The important point is that after 21 days of going vegetarian, we can develop a good eating concept and a good habit.
专业内，然后又限制这些的一个情况下，可以让他们可以吃得更健康。
The most difficult thing is to find a restaurant that is willing to cook a pure plant-based diet. It must use less oil, salt and sugar, as well as whole grains. Such a strict yet balanced diet can make more people healthy. In fact, during these 21 days, the restaurant constantly changed their cooking skills and ways of seasoning. At last, every meal box was very delicious and our participants were very happy with that. Hello everyone, I'm Pei-san. I've adopted a vegetarian diet for 11 years and become a strict vegetarian for 6 years already. The master has been calling on a vegetarian diet or promoting vegetarianism is a must. So on the 10th of March last year, we and a group of young partners launched a vegetarian live stream broadcast in Hualien.
Hello， 大家好，我是佩珊，我是依婷。
It is actually very difficult to change people's eating habits, but I think it's fine. At least we can let him know that going vegetarian is healthy and environmentally friendly, and is beneficial to animals. So I decided to make a vow to invite 300 people to go vegetarian for 30 days, and nearly 250 people responded to it. In fact, many people started to become strict vegetarian after 30 days.
期待了，没错。有什么奖品吗？如果答对的话，赠送这个环保。
When a group of young people get together, they have the power to change the world. Through promoting environmental protection and vegetarianism, as well as doing good deeds together, they can then influence more people.
When I joined Tzu Xiao during one of the classes, I saw some pictures and videos of a slaughterhouse, and there was also someone to share that all animals actually have feelings and lives. So at that time, I made up my mind to try vegetarian. In fact, it's not oily if boiled. Then add a little salt, just to make it less oil and less salt. have two ways to promote vegetarianism. One is to share in my own Insta account, and the second way is through the live stream broadcast program. Through my own action to influence more people, perhaps by introducing some vegetarian stores or making a dish by myself. Marine creatures may eat plastic products made by us humans, which may cause them to die. And I also see that there is too much rubbish on the beach, and they are all made by humans. That's why I really want to care about environmental issues.
你方便说话吗？
可以啊。
好，那我现在先跟你稍微介绍一下，就是
After participating in the activity, I will ask them to give some advice. There are some friends and partners that I don't know are willing to join together. It turns out that the online world can affect many people. Browsing this platform, you can know more about environmental protection or information about environmentally friendly products. Participating in this event, you can know how to experience a plastic-free life.
Taking this challenge not just made myself become more environmentally friendly, but I also learned to use reusable dining utensils to protect myself and others during the pandemic.
We are now one of the most influential young persons. We hope that more people can join the ranks of reducing plastics, loving animals, and enjoying vegetarian food together.
Just like the butterfly effect, don't underestimate the power of one person, because as long as one person is changed, more people may follow. Congratulations to DaAi TV, whose news feature story, Where Does the Garbage Go?, has won the first prize of the 2021 Sustainable and Constructive News Awards. Let's join them there.
The first prize in professional long version video category, the winner goes to Where Does the Garbage Go?
Through the virtual studio, computer animation, video and text, the audience is led to experience the actual scene. DaAi News feature report, Where Does the Garbage Go?, won the first prize of the 5th Sustainable and Constructive News Award.
The most valuable thing is we saw a group of enlightened people with the determination to protect their homeland and even become the forerunner. From them, I learned that the biggest inspiration for us media workers is to keep on doing the right things.
Because of the pandemic, reporters were not able to conduct local interviews. Through cooperation with Tzu Chi volunteers, they got to know the crisis brought about by foreign trash around the world.
When the entire pandemic broke out around the world, we could not go to any countries we planned for. What moved me the most at that time was whether it's the US, China, or the Malaysian team, all of them helped us in relay. This has provided a great supportive power for us.
Apart from Where Does the Garbage Go?, DaAi News mushroom production wastes, DaAi explores, and utilizing water resources, as well as the Wisdom's Monthly, coral restoration in Taiwan, are shortlisted for the 2021 Sustainable and Constructive News Awards. It is hoped that more efforts can be devoted to follow the changes around the world with the audience. Kaohsiung Tzu Chi volunteers have hosted a tea-serving event for the students with disabilities to express their gratitude to their teachers. Although they have difficulties in physical movement, volunteers mindfully arranged a special way of serving tea so that they can express their gratitude successfully. Students with mobility issues were in wheelchairs and were pushed to the auditorium by other classmates. Special education teacher Li Yao also came to the auditorium. With visual impairment, he could feel the same as the students with physical disabilities. On this day, students would like to serve him tea to express their gratitude.
Thank you very much. Of course, I feel warm. This action allows us to have good interaction with the students.
Students were aware of the teachers' hard work, yet it's hard for them to speak out loud their gratitude. Students couldn't help burst into tears, because the teachers of Renru Special Education School not only take care of students' daily lives, but also teach them the correct attitude towards life.
I served tea to my teacher to express my gratitude. He taught me to be polite when working.
Special education students have limited mobility and cannot serve hot tea, so the volunteers specially prepared vegetarian burgers and coffee beforehand and placed them on long-sleeve trays.
All students are so lovely. I feel very happy to put in little effort to help them.
Volunteers provided mindful assistance to let the students express their gratitude successfully for their teachers' dedication. In New Taipei City, a pair of siblings are new Tzu Scholarship recipients this year. The elder sister is a current student of the National Tsinghua University of Education, who was born premature and has impairments in hearing and vision. However, she doesn't look at her differences as a burden, but instead, it inspires her to help others like her as a speech therapist or an audiologist.
This older sister is at the chauffeur recycling station to receive a laptop from Tzu Chi on behalf of her younger brother who was in the 6th grade. After she gets home with the laptop, she makes sure that he knows how to use the computer.
It's difficult right now without a computer. Just using a cell phone to work on reports is hard. The laptop is very helpful to my family.
Lin Yingxiu's son has received the New Shoot Scholarship from Tzu Chi.
He likes school and enjoys playing basketball with his classmates there. So in the past year, he's achieved a full attendance award.
The teacher knows I go to school very early each day, so I was given the key to the classroom to open the door.
The older sister is a soft and gentle person. She works hard in her studies and received the New Shoot Scholarship for her efforts.
I was born premature at 30 weeks, so I have chronic vision impairment and hearing impairment. This is why I wanted to become a speech therapist and audiologist.
She's very hard on herself, but she has her own future planned out, so I'm not worried about her.
A student at the National Tsinghua University of Education, the older sister sees her differences as a gift. She is grateful every step of the way on her educational journey and hopes to inspire her future students with her own expertise and care.
At the recent Tokyo Summer Olympics, Taiwan took home 2 golds, 4 silvers, and 6 bronze medals. This unprecedented success led many to think about how to make Taiwan's sports environment better and help the parents of local athletes feel better about the future. Follow our report as we learn more.
Wang Qilin and Li Yang won the Tokyo Olympic badminton men's doubles gold medal, earning glory for Taiwanese people, causing a line of Olympic merchandise to quickly appear. Judo male competitor Yang Yongwei won the silver medal, and his high school alma mater greeted him with the dragon and lion dance celebration.
I only found afterwards, and I was very touched, because I have let people all over Taiwan and even the whole world see me and see judo.
He said that everything seemed too unreal. It felt too unreal, and everything came too suddenly.
While fame seems to come suddenly, in fact, training for this event took more than 10 years.
His self-discipline as well as his own standards are very high. After everyone is finished, he will stay for an extra 10 minutes to correct his faults.
In addition to his own efforts, there are also coaches who are the unsung heroes who are willing to work with athletes when they are still unknown.
At the beginning, Coach Liu Wending and other coaches told me just wait. I'll take them onto the international stage. So Wending, thank you, you did it.
To achieve this important step, Liu Wendeng and others used many different resources, applying for various subsidies, sacrificing time spent with their families as the coach and student joined various foreign competitions and accumulated points step by step. Otherwise, they would not be able to launch their gold medal dreams.
You must compete in the Olympics previously or participate in Olympic qualifiers to be eligible for medal competition. When Onwer first started, his ranking was not that high.
After the Tokyo Olympics, he became famous overnight. But behind the scenes, there was a lot of worry for the families. They think about the future of these athletes.
Whether you get a medal is something we can't predict, but after all this training, you still need to learn something to get a job.
Of my classmates, many of them are national players in the university. What are they doing now? Many of them are at the Labor Affairs Bureau. Whether it's laying asphalt, driving garbage trucks, driving recycling trucks, they were sent to the National Sports Training Center, but some 10 to 20 years later, we didn't give them any special labor training or guarantees, and after 10 to 20 years, they start to wonder where their national pension is.
After the athlete goes into society after achieving good results, there's some fame, but after 5 or 10 years, he doesn't have good job opportunities anymore, and there will be a negative cycle affecting them in the future.
Children who have a strong interest in sports often have to make difficult choices.
When my grades were not very good at the beginning, my family would feel distressed. When this happens, they want me to stop practicing and concentrate on my study.
All Taiwan sports are developing, but they are still based upon qualifying events, such as the top 8 people can get financial rewards, but 9 to 16 or even 9 to 32 and 9 to 64 don't get anything. And what about the coaches? The government does not give subsidies to them. They have to ask for public support and do public relations.
These professional grade tatami mats cost about $260 per piece. If you don't have good competition results, it's relatively difficult to obtain funding. Rather than spending a lot of money after someone wins an award, wouldn't it be better to invest in grassroots funding such as this?
We should strongly support sports that we didn't pay much attention to in the past, which are actually flourishing at a grassroots level.
Maybe there's a child who is another young Onwer, but when growing up, his parents had different concerns and asked him to concentrate in a different field.
Do your best in academics and let the parents see it, and then they will support me more, allowing me to continue practicing in the university.
The development of athletes does not happen overnight. Only when we truly develop a supportive and nurturing environment can we develop more sports talents in the future.
In DaAi, some pottery pieces and 5 sets of human remains of about 2,000 years old were excavated at the site of Urban District Elevated Railway Project. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you and goodbye.